is Abby. I'm the Oddest Oracle, and welcome to my channel. We're going to do a tarot reading for you today. Music seems a little loud. I will tell you the streets are busy today. Whatever that means for you, the streets where I live are busy today. We got this on the pre-shuffle. All right. Not the pre-shuffle. We got this on the shuffle. All right, Spirit, let's do a card for the energy of this read. I had some things come through, like between the dream world and the waking world this morning. Something about the name Brittany, and it was like, I know this is silly, not silly, because I don't know what it means, but it feels silly the way that it came through. It was sadness from, what's that movie about the feelings? Inside Out. It was sadness from Inside Out, but we were all calling her Brittany. I don't know. I also had a dream about Brittany Murphy a couple nights ago. And so Brittany, it seems to be a synchronicity right now. And also frogs, not toads. This is very specific. Frogs. Like, I have seen a number of frogs. And then the phrase Red Queen's race has been very popular. I've never heard it before in my life, and I've heard it at least half a dozen times in the last week. So that may mean something to you. It may not. We're going to get a card for energy, and we're going to mix it up a little bit today and do something slightly different. So let's get a card, Spirit, for the energy of this read. May I have one card for the energy of this read, please? These cards are a little papery, so they're a little hard to shuffle. They like to stick. So we're just going to take our time. Let this come through. Disclaimers. Whatever happens during the reading is part of the reading. Don't take anything that's not meant for you. There's no sense in becoming activated by a stranger on a YouTube tarot reading. And finally, let me know if you'd like me to do some extendeds or something like that. I will start sign readings probably next week. Okay, I can do really hard things, and mistakes are proof of effort. Okay, so somebody apparently is struggling with the idea of ability. So let's keep that in mind. And then I'm going to get some charms out, and we'll see how these connect. Sometimes they connect in a reading as we go along. So let's get a few charms out and see what we have today. Oh, we have a lot. Look, we have this moon again. I swear I'm shaking this up. We have two suns, which is interesting. Because right now, don't we have a moon? Like an extra moon? A quasi-moon? Maybe you should look that up. There is an arrow with a heart, a butterfly, trust. I don't know why I felt guided to put that there. We have a snake, but it's not like a caducet or like a lemniscat or anything. It's just a snake tied into a knot. It's like a cobra. And it looks kind of like it's got a heart right there. Interesting. We have a wing. We have another butterfly. We have a moon. And we have a doggy. Is that what that is? Goodness. Never felt like my eyes were getting so bad. Okay, yeah, we have a dog. He's got little hearts on him. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Spirit, I'd like to get some cards for whoever's watching today and just get a feel for this energy and see where we're going. There's something about this whole Brittany thing. I can't let it go. I actually do not know a Brittany in my personal life. I have known Brittany's in the past, but I don't know any Brittany's. So maybe your name is Brittany. Maybe you know a Brittany. The whole frog thing is really interesting. You know, let's do this. I know this is making for excellent entertainment, but let's look up the difference between a frog and a toad, because that message was so entirely clear. Frogs typically have smooth, moist skin, long legs for jumping, and live near water, while toads have dry, bumpy skin, shorter legs for walking or short hops, and prefer drier terrestrial habitats. So it may be the difference between somebody who's accustomed to an emotional landscape and somebody who's not. Somebody who is made to operate within an emotional or passion, well, not passion. It'd be like deep, like subconscious. Okay. Skin on a frog is smooth and moist. On a toad, it's dry and bumpy. Frogs have long, powerful hind legs because they hop long and they jump like long distances. Maybe you're jumping timelines. Maybe you're the frog. I don't know. We'll see. I felt like that was important, though. Thank you for being patient with me. All right, Spirit, for real this time. Let's get some cards out on this table and see what we've got going on today. All right. I can do really hard things. Mistakes are proof of effort. We have sadness named Brittany and frog, not toad. Let's see where this goes. I do love it here in this mind of mine. All right. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay. We have the Father of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Daughter of Pentacles. I'm getting like full-on baby deer. So I think we talked in a last reading about how Ace of Pentacles, sometimes depending on the context of the reading, it can be like a little narky card. In this reading, there's no Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups is upright. So this is the potential for a some amount of new emotion coming through. What I find interesting is this Daughter of Pentacles. So this is, if aces are potential, the pages or daughters in this deck are like the sapling, like the small, it's grown, it's sprouted, it's germinated, it's rooted, but it's not reached its potential yet. So this coming at the bottom of the deck is saying, especially with this Father of Pentacles, what connects the Father of Pentacles to the Daughter of Pentacles, Spirit? Let's see what this is. Connect the Empress. Okay. All right. So this is what our energy is looking like right now. Who is this about, Spirit? Or Father of Cups? I'm feeling guided to put this here. And what does the Father of Cups have to do with this? This is a strange reading because there's no spread, but I felt guided to do it this way. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Are we making a choice between somebody who's very grounded and what we call them a ghost because they don't exist on the 3D, right? But this is the opposite of that. There's no more juggling between a Father of Cups and a Father of Pentacles. This could be two energies inside of you, right? Like two wolves inside of you. It could be two fathers inside of you. Oh, interesting. Are we getting a father? Is this about a father, Spirit? Like an actual literal father? Three of Pentacles and the Fool. With the help of some teamwork, you're going to take a chance on a new, like, passion, the potential for some type of new emotion. We're no longer juggling between these two masculine energies, whether those are two masculines within or without you, because you're the Empress. And this, you're starting to build a substantial foundation. That's what this is. I don't need this Father of Pentacles. I've got my own going on right here. Why? Because I'm the Empress. This could also be Taurian energy. Libra, it's Venus. So Taurus, Libra. All right. So we have a juggling situation. Not really. We have, I'm done with the juggling situation, right? Between a Father of Pentacles and a Father of Cups. Tell me about this Fool. Is this Fool, is this the collective or is this a situation? Is the Fool the collective? Mother of Wands, it is. Okay. I'm going to read this. This is, this tarot that I'm using is called the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans. I love the artwork on this. I've said it probably in other videos. I like the tiny lines. To me, it feels like it's weaving together something. But I'm feeling guided to read this Mother of Wands card from the book. So let's find this really quick. Okay. Mother of Wands, attractive, domestic, vibrant. The Mother of Wands is a vibrant woman and a happy mother. Family comes first in her world. She's very protective of it and is the dominant parent within the home. Though proud and determined, she has enough grace and beauty that you'd hardly notice her forceful nature. Oftentimes, she has overcome great pain or trauma in her life. It's important not to get on her bad side. I see. So, this is a story about somebody who is taking a leap to become the passionate, protective. And look, we have the snake. Look. Okay. Has anybody ever called you a snake? There's a lot of talk about snakes. There's a lot of snake emojis. There's a lot of like social media beef, re snakes. But like, snakes are incredible. They are representative of transformation. I'm not going to go into all that. You should definitely look up snakes and then what that metaphor may mean for you. This may be some important symbolism, especially if you're afraid of snakes. Mostly because this is also, snakes also represent Kundalini energy. I heard a really cool video essay. I wish I could remember the creator's name, but a really cool video essay by a woman who is talking about how a snake's mouth looks like a woman's yoni. Those are the words she used, which is that's for parts. And there's something about why that scares so many people. I know people who are scared of snakes. There's something about this that is important for you. Taking a leap of faith, right? Like the leap of faith of the fool is kind of the standard. Of course, it's the beginning of a new adventure, taking a leap of faith as the Mother of Wands. Because you're the Empress, you're building. This passion is going to be, this fire, right? The wands, this fire is going to be what feeds you. Okay, so what are they doing, Spirit? What are we doing? We ride at dawn. What are we doing? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Well, you're moving out of a lack mindset, which is good, because if you're the Empress and the Mother of Wands and you're kind of sitting in some Daughter of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles energy, like you have some pretty hefty energy behind you. And I like that there's this use of the support systems you have around you. Like you have people around you who are supporting you in this endeavor. And that's really important, I think, for you to remember, particularly because of this column right here where we have some like, I've made a decision, I'm kind of over it, and I'm feeling guided to just do this. It's interesting. Put it away. I don't want to see it anymore. It's like what a kid does when they put it away. I don't want to see it anymore, which is fine. Everybody's got a kid inside of them. All right, so tell me more about this Four of Pentacles in reverse. We're letting go of a lack mindset. Where did this lack mindset come from, Spirit? Where does the lack mindset come from? What are we working through? High Priestess, you know. Well, that's also time in the underworld, right? We're letting go of the lack mindset brought on by your dark night of the soul. That music is so loud right now, isn't it? Interesting. Did not feel that loud a minute ago. Wow. Fascinating. All right. Okay, so we know I can do really hard things. I'm coming out of the underworld. I'm done with this, whatever this is, which we talked about yesterday. Make that judgment call, right? I have this new potential. I have a foundation I'm building. I am the Empress, the High Priestess, the Mother of Wands, and the Fool. Like, this is incredible. So what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? Oh, Eight of Cups in reverse. To walk away from something. What are we supposed to be walking away from, Spirit? Tell me. What are we walking away from? Father of Wands. Somebody a little angry. A part of you that's a little angry, passionate, a little too fiery. I don't know. It's in the upright, so it may not be. It may be a spouse. This may be a situation where somebody is walking away from a spouse or a partner. It could be a part of yourself where you're moving from a masculine energy to a more feminine energy in terms of presentation. Everybody has both. Gender doesn't exist in tarot. They're archetypes, just to be very clear. Tell me more about this Father of Wands that we're moving away from. There's 3 kings on the board. I just want to be very clear. There's 3 kings on the board. Spin Doctors? No. Yeah, Spin Doctors, they do a song called Two Princes. Maybe there's something in there for you. Which doesn't really make sense with the... It just came to mind. Okay. Tell me more about this Father of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Wands in reverse. Well, when we go to the underworld, we lose something. We do. Sometimes it's a foundation, sometimes it's an identity, sometimes it's a whole shit ton of people, and sometimes it's just the Vaseline lens that we've been able to live with. That's part of the process. Being drawn to this, I believe it's labradorite, this sphere right here. Like my eye just went right to it. It sits here all the time. All right, so what's some advice? What's the advice for this collective? Because it looks like you've got everything. Like it looks like you know, right? That's the other thing, is that I don't feel like I've told you anything you don't know. I feel like this is maybe more of a confirmation thing for somebody. So let's get some advice and see what, well, let's do this. What are you confused about? What is collective confused about? Why is collective here? What are we doing this reading about? What are we doing this reading about for collective? The Star. But you can't, the Star in reverse, but you can do really hard things. And you don't have to do it perfect. You have to trust yourself. Trust your ability to make it through this. You're the Empress, the High Priestess, the Mother of Wands. What are 3 kings to that? What are 2 princes? All right. Now let's get some advice. Some advice, Spirit. It's a strange reading today. Some advice. I'm going to get some advice for collective about this Star in reverse. Nine of Swords. Well, stay out of your head. You have a lot of materials, like stuff that's tangible and tactile that you can touch and feel and be a part of. Stay out of your head for sure, which I think we've seen. If you've been here for the last couple of readings, this seems to be a theme right now, is a lot of overthinking, a lot of swords and mental energy. And while that's, I don't take the stance that overthinking is the toxic thing that everybody thinks it is, but I do think that we can moderate that. Excuse me, I needed a drink. I'm being called to get a new deck. Let's try this again. Some advice. Any more advice for this collective? Mistakes are proof of effort. Mistakes are proof. I'm hearing, if you're trying to love yourself, you already do. Where do you think the trying comes from? It doesn't come easy, especially not in a world where we're taught all the ways that we suck. Can I get some more advice? Is there any more? Thank you very much. Look, we have the 8 of Cups again in reverse and the 6 of Wands upright. 8 of Cups in reverse. Something about not walking away from your opportunity before it's even presented itself, right? Don't walk away from your opportunity before you even have a chance to see this is, you know, victory right here. I don't know. I'm not feeling... In 1917 on my timer, in case that means any. 1919 is another 2 of Swords. High Priestess again. The High Priestess in reverse's advice is it's not the time. This is interesting because it's winter, it's a new moon, it's a time of darkness and cold, etc., etc. Well, I guess it's almost winter, but there's something about now is not the time for you to be in the underworld. There's Why shouldn't they be in the underworld, Spirit? Why shouldn't they be in the underworld? What does that mean? 7 of Wands. Keep your defenses up. Okay, hear me out. This is going to be a little bit in the metaphor, but hear me out. What if you have a king, masculine? And I want to be very clear. This could be a part of yourself too. This is, what if you have a masculine who keeps presenting himself in different ways, trying to get you to fall, to go back into the darkness, whether that's unconsciousness, ignorance, whatever the case may be. He keeps presenting himself. First he's the King of Pentacles, and he's the King of Cups, and he's King of Wands. He's passionate and feeling, and just so you stay in the underworld. Why? The Chariot. The Tower, to prevent a tower. Is this self-sabotage? Or is it co-sabotage? Interesting. That gave me full chills to have that feeling of like all of the kings in this reading are actually the same person, with that High Priestess in reverse. Like, stay out of the underworld right now. The Magician in reverse. There's something about being cloaked, being protected in some capacity. I was telling somebody I know recently, I like to carry obsidian for that purpose. It's almost like it keeps other people from seeing my light, which sometimes is necessary. I want to be careful about giving advice in that way, but that's what's right for me. There's something... Knight of Wands. Is this person angry? Is this internal anger? Is this a person you're dealing with who has many faces? Many faces. What do we do about this, Spirit? What do we do? I know yesterday we talked about intensity is not alignment. But this is different. I need to quit pulling. Need to quit referring to the past for the present. Okay, this is important. Quit referring to the past for the present. It's not that you can't learn from your past and pull those lessons. It's that this is not, okay. Hear me out. We had Time as a Spiral. You've been here before yesterday. This is completely different. This is a completely different thing. Okay, what do we do, Spirit? Like, what is this? Stop pulling from the past to inform the present, which goes against my grain, let me tell you. Personally, like my personality. What do we do? When I heal myself, I heal others too. Type or pattern. Yo. Relaxed but focused. Soft but certain. Ooh. Collective. Okay. So you keep meeting the same person in different clothes. The same type of person in different... first he's the King of Pentacles, and then maybe he's a completely different person, but he's the King of Wands. Like, you're meeting the same person. And I'm going to say he and call him, right? But let's be very clear. This is just somebody who exists in masculine energy, the masculine parts of yourself, or a completely external thing, okay? You need to take it how it resonates. Okay. Stop it. You're dating the same person, right? This is the message that's coming through, but please adjust it for your personal circumstance if you're not dating. This is the same thing happening. Okay, Time is a Spiral. You've been here before. Okay, stop it. This is giving, if I can do this situation right, I can heal the thing in my past that I can't quite get over. This is giving, maybe this guy is different, except he's the same in every way as every other person I've dated. Do they all have similar characteristics? Are they all running away from you? Perhaps you have an abandonment wound, and I'm just pulling that out. It could be anything. Let's think about let's look at these kings. Why are they shifting? What is this? Father of, not the cards. Why is this person shifting? Father of Cards. Well, here's the other thing. If you get one more Infinity Stone, you'll have an Emperor here. What are you doing? Are you intentional about this? scream into the void. You are intentional about this. You know what you're doing. Okay. Okay. When I heal myself, I heal others too. Type or pattern, baby. Is that your type or is that your pattern? Oof, that's a hard one. Relaxed but focused. Soft but certain. Well, collective, what are we going to do? We're going to try to get that last king. Let's see. What's coming up next for this collective? I know we've talked about advice, and I know I have a whole mess here. Leave me alone. I'm type B or C or D or something. All right. Type or pattern. My pattern is to be a mess, all right? All right, so what should we expect next? Are we getting this last infinity stone to complete the emperor ring or glove or whatever? I'm hearing ring, 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 but not like an actual ringing, like somebody going ring, ring, ring. Okay. Okay, Son of Pentacles. Seven of Swords in reverse. The Sun. Well, you're going to figure this out. This is actually kind of beautiful. Slow, steady effort, okay? Releasing some of these thoughts that you have that you're hiding, right? Releasing that, letting it go. Enlightenment. You're gonna, yeah. I feel like I want to get one more from here. Let's see. Justice. We're gonna read this one and then we'll close it out, okay, guys? Justice. This is what we're looking forward to. Justice, number 8. You may notice it's a number 8 in this deck. So if you do any research on tarot, there are obviously different like source decks that people use as inspiration for the ones we kind of buy today and whatnot. But originally, or in one iteration of the tarot, Justice was number 8 and Strength was number 11. In this deck, therefore, Kim Krans has done the same thing. So for some reason, I'm guided to point that out to you. Maybe the number 8 is significant. Maybe the number 11 is significant. But we're going to read for the Justice card as your outcome, right? Which is good to me. This is good. This is balance. This is figuring all of this out. Okay? All right. Decisions. Karma. Number 8, Justice. With tails entwined, 2 cats look directly at you, waiting for you to choose between them. Which is right and which is wrong. The Justice card implies a weight or heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make. Now is not the time to shun the concept of divine balance or karma. All of your choices affect your life and sometimes the lives of those around you, both now and in the future. So consider the choices you're making. They are important. I'm hearing an airplane overhead and I felt the need to point that out. All right, collective, this is what I have for you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for letting me read for you. It's an honor as always. And I will see you next time.